So basically, I would say it's been a very buoyant market since about a year and a half ago till now. I think most clients across all sectors are still going full steam ahead. There's no real concerns in terms of hiring. In fact, it's all across levels. So I would say the market is really hot, really buoyant. A lot of our clients are still looking for very specific niche type of skill sets. Take for example in accounting and finance, you get a lot of finance business partnering type roles that are still in demand. We've seen a lot of work done in strategy, M&A, and again, these are very niche by the industries sometimes that they're in also. And it's not like we've got a lot of talent within the local market. So it's a bit of scarcity, skill set wise versus market demand. I think the other point also is that there is still a little bit of a gap in terms of expectations of jobs as well as salary, remuneration. These are obviously big topics today. Honestly, even for a lot of candidates that I work with, I would advise them to not just look at, bigger title, bigger roles, and just big companies or anything along those lines. Sometimes it's also assessing, your skill set as a whole, as a cumulative years of experience. What is it that you have? What is it that you're lacking? What is the demand in the market? How can you then continue to take on more projects, more work internally, get that visibility, get that exposure, and open more doors for yourself internally or even just externally. Then you go out to the market, there's a bit more, complementary skills, bargaining power. I think the one thing also is leadership skills. That's where a lot of clients are looking for people who can join them, and lead the team, bring the team along capabilities-wise. It's just being more open generally, not just looking at titles, salaries, and just looking at skill set, attributes, demand, and how you can make yourself more relevant. With the market itself being so hot, there's a lot of unrealistic expectations about, again, salary. I would caution most people that I'm talking to just not be falling into that pit hole because yes, it's a 20, 30, 40, 50% increment, right? And companies are counter offering to make you stay. But ultimately, you've got to ask yourself, how relevant are you going to continue to be, right? If you take that move. And with that big salary increment, is it a stopgap measure? You got to look a bit longer term because the whole recruitment landscape has changed so much. So you want to continue to make yourself, ahead of the curve and not eventually find yourself being punching above, what your role and weight actually is. And then eventually the salary is way above what your skill set has to offer.